Here we go, back again with another match day preview. And yes, Sunderland welcome QPR, Queen's Park Rangers, aka also known in the olden days called Christchurch Rangers, up to the Stadium Light on Saturday for a 3 p.m. kickoff. Queen's Park Rangers, or the Hoops as they are known, were formed back in 1882, 140 years young. We do wish the fans a safe journey up to the Stadium Light. Behave yourselves and have a safe journey home, but hopefully with no points. Anyway, Loftus Road is the ground. 18,400 gadgets can go into that ground, and somebody called Mr. Ruben Gangalangam is 51% shareholder at Total Scottish Growth, something that to do with ownership of the QPR. And Michael Beale, yes, not him off EastEnders, I think that was Ian Beale. Yes, Michael Beale, he is the manager or assistant coach, no assistant coach, he's the coach of QPR. But he's only been in charge for 3 games. Bizarre. First time, 41 years of age, proper job. First proper job as a manager, because he's been assistant to Aston Villa, at Rangers and Sao Paulo at one point. So he's won 1, drawn 1 and lost 1. But in the league, he's only won 1 and lost 1. That's correct. Won 1 and lost 1 in the league, because that was a draw against Charlton in the Carabao Cup. One's a peach and the lost on penalties. Yes, so Michael Beale, like I said, he is the manager. Now, games. Well, anyway, what happened to Mark Warburton? Mark Warburton left at the end of the season in June, didn't he? Left in June. He was in charge from 1999. He was in charge from 2019, May, all the way through to June 2022. 150 games in charge. QPR fans, what happened to Mark Warburton? Was he sacked? Did he retire? Or did he get a better job? He went to West Ham as first team coach. He was in charge of 150 games. He won 56, he drawn 35, he lost 59 with a win ratio of 37%. Yes, now they did lose the first game of the season with that 3-4-2-1 system against Blackburn, away to Blackburn. Blackburn are a decent side, good side. They lost 1-0 with only 4 shots in total, off target and on target. So, they had 51% possession in that game. So they lost 1-0. Then they went and they played Middlesbrough. They welcomed Middlesbrough to Loftus Road, and at half time they were 3-0 up at Loftus Road. 3-0 up, and 2 of the players that scored for me, 2 of the danger men. They ended up winning 3-2 in that game. But with that game, I think they played the 4-2-3-1 system. Now, Dunn scored, Winnick scored, and Dyke scored. But Chris Winnick, 24 years of age, he's played 74 games and scored 11 goals with 11 assists all of last season. So a very dangerous character. Winger slash type forward. Then we got Lyndon Dykes, 26-year-old, 6 foot 2 inches tall. 77 games in charge, playing, and 21 goals scored. Yes, 21 goals scored. He was born in Australia, but with Scottish parents. He plays for Scotland. He's played 21 games and scored 6 goals. Yes, Lyndon Dykes is a very dangerous man as well. So we said head-to-heads against QPR. Sunderland head-to-heads. Well, we've won 15, we've drawn 8, and we've lost 14 against QPR. So it's very even Stevens. But, we did lose. We did win. Beat them in the Carabao Cup on penalties. It was definitely penalties last season when it was nils apiece. We had, I think that was the game. That was the game that Niall Huggins came off injured. I think that might have been the game. But the last time we beat QPR was in the Premier League. We beat them 3-1. And players called Nicholas Bentner, James McLean and Stephen Session scored the goals. Now, listen to the goalkeepers we had in that team that day. I would love one of those in the heyday at Sunderland. Simon Mignolet was in goal between the sticks for Sunderland that day, and on the bench was Craig Gordon. 2 really cracking goalkeepers, and now we have a young lad called Mr. Patterson coming through. Hopefully, if he gets anywhere near one of those 2, we've got a good player on our hands. But like I said, so head-to-head's very close by. Now, score predictions. Remember, put your score down on the doors. Scores on the doors. End of the season, you can possibly win a shirt. Don't forget to leave your scores down below in the comment section. Yes, make sure it's down before 3 o'clock on Saturday. Make sure you do not edit that one, and make sure you are a subscriber if you want to be in a chance to be on the table. And at the end of the video, I will show you who has got 1 point in 2 games so far this season. Now, Sunderland are unbeaten in 18 games in the league. Can we make it 19? But it will be difficult because QPR finished 11th last season and just 1 place above Coventry with exactly the same goal difference, +1. Both teams scored 60 goals. Both teams lent 59 goals. But QPR, 1 place above, they won 19. They won 1 more game than Coventry. Drawn 9, lost 18. So they won almost as many as they lost. So very difficult team, QPR. We're playing them at home. And luckily, our first team is nowhere near as bad as our second team, because our second team was absolutely atrocious last night. They weren't very good, but let's face it, they were poor. They were playing at snail's pace. They were slow, lethargic, sloppy. They couldn't pass for toffee. Actually, the ball got stuck in the toffee, I would have thought, because the way the ball was going on the ground. Winchester couldn't find a player. But there we go. So Sunderland are unbeaten in 18 games. Now, team for Saturday. Team news for Saturday. When my chair's falling down a little bit. Team news for Saturday. I think there's no reason to change the team. You win a game of football. He's just played the other 11 available players. There's nobody else apart from Diaku who was injured. Possibly might be okay for this game on the reserves. But why would you put anybody from that team last night into this team? Nobody at all. At all. Possibly, you know, if Gooch got a little bit of a niggle, Hume would probably fill in there and do a decent job. That's the only player I could take out of that team last night. And probably Bailey Wright could probably fit in anywhere in defence as well. But the rest of them are going to be benched, and they haven't pushed to get a place in the team at all. So this is the team exactly the same. Now you can change it a little bit. I don't know how you combat systems as a coach. So you can play 2 similar systems, and now if they're playing the 4-2-3-1, we could change it to 4-2-3-1. Exactly the same players. He might do that. He might have Gooch, Ballard, Bart, and Sirkin. Then we have Evans and Neil in the middle. Then we have Clark, Pritchard, and maybe Sims, and then Stewart up front. But personally, I would leave it the way it is. I would not change anybody out of that side one single bit, and I'd be gutted if anybody gets injured, because we are thin. You know, thin on the ground. We haven't got players who can cover these players, which is very disappointing. Roberts on a good day, yes, Roberts could possibly step into the plate and play on the right hand side on a good day, and he may play better football, and he may not be so greedy as he was last night if he was playing against a better calibre side. So score predictions on Saturday. It's going to be a tough one, a really tough one. Every game in the Championship will be really close. I think there'll either be a draw or 1 goal in it against QPR. It's going to be similar to the Coventry game. If we can get out there from the start and really push and go for the jugular and really take it to them with a high press, high intensity, complete opposite to the low press, low intensity snail's pace from last night, we got a chance. Now, I think there's a goal in QPR. I want to say a 2-0 to Sunderland. I really want to say a 2-0 to Sunderland, but I will go 2-0 to Sunderland. There we go. I'm going to go 2-0. Why not? I'm going to have us top of the table by the end of the game. Now, I wish QPR fans all a safe journey home. I know a decent side, so I'm not going to get too carried away with the league. We do need another forward in, we need another central defender in, we need a classy midfielder for me, very classy midfielder, and possibly another right back, and even a left back, and even a goalkeeper, because Bass wasn't much last night. Bass, yes, didn't make much noise last night, did he? So there we go, that is the score prediction, that's the team. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave your score prediction there. To be in it to win it, you've got to be in it to win it. And yes, that's it. We'll see you there, hopefully, for the vlog. But one more thing that really pissed me off this week, absolutely fucking pissed me off this week. I have emailed the club 3 times to get my season card sorted out. My season card did not work the very first time we used it against Coventry. So it does not work. Simple as. So do I go down Saturday, pop into the ground, doesn't work, have to run over to the ticket office, sort something out? I've emailed them 3 times. Not one response back. What is the point of having the facility and saying you have an email address not to reply? I can understand if they don't reply once, but 3 emails and not once have they replied. I couldn't email Chris Waters because Chris Waters is on holiday until the Monday after the game. At least I got an automated reply from Chris Waters saying that he was away on holiday. So well done, Chris. But the club is farcical at this moment in time. So I'm going to pop down probably sometime on Friday to try and sort my card out. I may pop in and get a nice Sunderland cap to boot. Again, we'll see you for the vlog on Saturday. Take care, God bless me, God go with you. And hopefully we'll have 7 points by 5 o'clock.